Welcome to McGurk Alumni Stadium in Amherst, home to the UMass Minutemen. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the UMass Minutemen. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Hokies will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So UMass's offense will have the football first. And guys, any discussion about this offense has to start and end with the guy behind center.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback, he gets the ball on every play. He's got to be the leader. He's got to be able to throw the football. So many times you see Jesse where they can run it as well, but he's the captain usually on most teams. It starts and ends with him.
Yeah, and David, the thing you love about this guy, too, is he's such a good distributor and facilitator with the football. He knows this offense like the back of his hand, and he's able to take advantage of all the different weapons they have surrounding him.
Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Booker. Rushes on him. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. UMass will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. So Virginia Tech's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads it left. Got him downfield. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield on 1st down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The UMass offense returns to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Minutemen needing just a few inches to convert on 3rd down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They'll move the wide receiver. Keep it on the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Now on the move. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He splits the uprights. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that 1st down marker. 4th down coming up. They kick it away on 4th down. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. At the 40, there he goes. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. It's caught.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. To throw, it's Booker. Floats it out in space. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on 1st down. Under fire. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
UMass just trying to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. There's the pressure. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
It is so beautiful when I get you behind the sticks in guaranteed passing situations, because guess what? I don't have to fire off and play run. I'm going and getting the quarterback and getting him on the ground. That's what defensive linemen live for.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. UMass will line up to punt it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Snagged in the middle. It's Robbins. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. And the Hokies line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Guys, listen. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hokies will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Handoff to the low back.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. That's the end of the quarter, and it's UMass holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. UMass to the line facing 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Booker. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
The Minutemen a bit behind the sticks here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. The lead now 6 here in the second.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. He lost one down the sideline. Pulls it in on the right. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Hokies.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The UMass offense returns to the field. Give to the back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw, it's Booker. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. UMass quickly back to the line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
And he's dragged down. So now it's 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Lets it fly. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. UMass mounting a threat from the red zone. They'll try the run. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Power football with the run. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. UMass lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UMass. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a 2-time All-American know this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Pulls it and fires to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Looking deep down the right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Lost one deep down the right side. Hits him in stride at the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Dropping back, it's Booker. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Wants to go up top. Moving out of the pocket. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Into the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Minutemen! Quick strike touchdown. Comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Rides the back and leaves it. Nice move there. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hokies in a good spot here with second and short. Tight end now in motion. He'll do it himself. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Gets it out fast. Inside the 40. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. That last completion sets him up on second down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Got rid of it just in time. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Pocket breaking down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hokies will punt it away on 4th down. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll give it to the back. Fights off a defender. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. UMass comes to the line facing second and short. Looking to throw, it's Booker. He'll pull it down. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Off the play fake. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. UMass will line up to punt it away. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. Picked off. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Amherst. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's head back to our team inside Alumni Stadium.
Second half just about to get started, and UMass will kick it off. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Wide receiver comes in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter and his left. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
Right on the money. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Hokies have their offense in high gear. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the run, it's Fleck. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Michigan is getting smoked. This is unexpected. This is alarming. And I've been on social, and their recruits are definitely taking notice. They're trailing by 16 to Ohio State. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. UMass just trying to get some of that yardage back here on second down. The give to the single back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Woo, deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
UMass will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll return it from the 50. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. From the gun, running back on the move.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Robbins. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Quarterback pulls it on the zone read. He'll go left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Hokies with the 1st and 10. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
When you get in the red area, as a quarterback, you got to be dialed in. You got to be really sharp, really crisp. You have to play with great timing. The field is so shrunk. Everybody's got such a little area to cover. Fitting it in tight windows is tough to do, and he failed on that play right there.
The UMass offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw. It's Booker. Quickly complete. Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line. UMass now faces a 3rd and short. They want to throw it. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Quarterback on the keeper. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? To the air on 2nd down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. The Hokies will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking downfield, it's Booker. Buying some time. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. They'll run this play from the pistol. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
First down for the offense.
Used the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. Looking for room. It's Fleck. Got the 1st down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the ground. He's got it again. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And the Hokies will call on their punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Back to pass, it's Booker. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. That's the end of the period, and it's UMass out front. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. UMass to the line facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. Bringing the heat. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
UMass just trying to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Wants to go up top. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious. Now staring at a third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. UMass will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. With the catch, it's flat. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Complete in the middle. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. Punt is in the air on fourth down. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got it.
Makes a grab right down the middle. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll run play action. Here comes the Heat. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wants to throw. It's Booker. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
All right, I know we're winning, and that's great. But at some point, we got to stop getting our quarterback killed. Like, we got to protect the most important player on the field. Please?
UMass will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. A sky-high punt. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. The sure hands, it's flat. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Puts it out of the air. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
And the Hokies decide to punt it away. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. The UMass offense returns to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Minutemen can explore that playbook on 2nd and short. The handoff, keep working on that clock. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Gives it on the option. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. He'll pull it on the read. Looks as if he has enough to move the chains. It'll be a 1st down UMass. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They'll go to the ground. Turning it on! That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.